9 out of 10 car owners have no idea these simple cleaning tips even exist. But here's the twist. Mechanics and detailers have been gatekeeping these car hacks that saves you thousands. One trick could save you a lot of money in detailing, and you're probably unaware of it. Before you waste another $1, here are 15 car cleaning tricks almost no one knows about. Don't skip. This video will save you serious cash. Let's dive in with hack number 15. Spray foam on car AC. Picture this. You're driving down the highway and suddenly you smell something musty every time you turn on the AC. You crank it up thinking more airflow will help, but it just makes the smell worse. Most of us reach for expensive air fresheners. But here's what most drivers miss. Simple spray foam cleaner could literally save your air quality. Here's the deal. Spray AC foam cleaner into your car's air vents while the AC is running on recirculate mode. The foam travels through the ventilation system, breaking down mold, mildew, and bacteria that's been building up for months or even years. The foam works its way through the evaporator and drainage system, eliminating the source of the smell instead of just masking it. Here's the kicker. AC foam cleaner costs about $10 and works better than most $50 detailing treatments. Professional AC cleaning, $100 to $200 every time. That's one less expensive service visit you have to schedule. But wait, if that foam trick just blew your mind, this next tip could literally save you hundreds in glass replacement costs. Hack number 14, shaving cream on windshield. You're getting in your car on a foggy morning and your windshield is completely covered in condensation. Your heart sinks because you know you'll be sitting there for 10 minutes waiting for the defrost to work. But here's what they don't tell you. There's actually a household item that can prevent fog buildup for weeks at a time. Here's the deal. Shaving cream contains many of the same ingredients found in expensive anti-fog products. Apply a thin layer of shaving cream to the inside of your windshield and all windows. Use a clean cloth to buff it off in circular motions until the glass is completely clear. The invisible coating left behind prevents condensation from forming, keeping your windows fog-free for weeks. What's worse is some drivers waste 10 minutes every single morning scraping or waiting for defrost when this 5-minute treatment would solve the problem completely. But for those annoying foggy mornings, this $3 can of shaving cream just saved you hours of frustration and keeps you safer by maintaining clear visibility. This next one will 100% shock you. Hack number 13, vinegar and water on windows. Ever been driving and noticed your windows are covered in streaks no matter how many times you clean them? You spray expensive glass cleaner, wipe it down, and sure enough, there are still streaks everywhere. That streak-covered window might seem harmless, but here's the scary part. Left untreated, it reduces visibility and makes night driving dangerous. Here's the deal. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water in a spray bottle. This solution cuts through grease, grime, and residue that regular cleaners can't touch. Spray it on your windows and wipe with a microfiber cloth or crumpled newspaper for a streak-free shine. The acidity in vinegar dissolves the oily film that causes streaks, leaving your glass crystal clear. A bottle of white vinegar costs about $3 at any grocery store. Professional window cleaning, $50 to $100 per visit. That's a massive difference for something that takes 5 minutes. You'd be surprised by this next one. Hack number 12, WD-40 to prevent rust. You're washing your car and notice small rust spots starting to form on the hood, door edges, or undercarriage. Most people just ignore it, thinking it's no big deal. But here's what most drivers overlook. Those small rust spots aren't just ugly. They're actually spreading and eating away at your car's metal. Here's the deal. Spray WD-40 on areas prone to rust, like door hinges, hood latches, trunk edges, and the undercarriage after washing your car. WD-40 creates a protective barrier that repels water and prevents oxidation. It's especially useful in winter when salt and moisture accelerate rust formation. Wipe away any excess with a cloth so it doesn't attract dirt. Here's the irony. Many owners ignore minor rust until it becomes a major structural problem that costs thousands to repair. One can of WD-40 costs about $6 and it has hundreds of uses around your car and home. Repairing major rust damage, $500 to $2,000 or more. Take 10 minutes to spray vulnerable areas and you might just avoid that expense entirely. Wait until you hear how a $3 tube can restore your headlights. Hack number 11, toothpaste on light scratches. Your headlights are looking dull, yellowed and hazy from years of sun exposure and road debris. You've probably seen those expensive headlight restoration kits promising to bring back that crystal clear shine. But here's what the detailing industry doesn't want you to know. That same toothpaste you brush with can do the job better and for a fraction of the price. Here's the deal. Apply a small amount of whitening toothpaste onto a cloth and rub the headlight lens in circular motions. The key is to use toothpaste with mild abrasives, not gel toothpaste. We're talking regular white paste, not the fancy colored stuff. Scrub for 3 to 5 minutes per headlight. The abrasives gently buff away the oxidized layer that makes headlights cloudy. Rinse with water and wipe dry with a clean cloth. A tube of toothpaste costs about $3 and will restore both headlights. Those expensive restoration kits, $20 to $40. And they're basically the same thing with fancy marketing. Plus, you can use toothpaste for brushing your teeth too. That's what we call a win-win. You'd be shocked by this next one. Hack number 10. Hair conditioner on car tires. Did you know your car's tires are probably looking dry, cracked and faded from years of UV exposure and road grime? Those dull tires make your entire car look old and neglected. So, most drivers just give up and accept that worn-out look. But here's what changed everything. A $5 bottle of hair conditioner from any drugstore can transform those tires from dull to showroom shine in minutes. Here's the deal. Conditioners contain oils and moisturizers designed to restore moisture, and those same ingredients work wonders on rubber tires. Just apply a small amount of conditioner to a cloth or sponge and rub it onto clean, dry tires in circular motions. The oils penetrate the rubber and restore the deep black color while conditioning the material. Wipe off any excess conditioner with a clean, dry cloth so it doesn't sling onto your car's paint when you drive. A bottle of hair conditioner costs about $5 and will last you months of tire treatments. Those expensive tire shine products, $10 to $15, and they barely last a week. Professional tire dressing at a detailing shop, $50. The math is pretty simple. Before we get to the stuff that blows your mind, do me a favor, hit that like button. We did a lot of research, and one like actually helps us keep making content like this. Done. Awesome. Now, let's talk about something under your hood. Hack number 9, baking soda on car battery. You're trying to start your car, and you notice white or blue crusty buildup all over your battery terminals. That corrosion isn't just ugly, it's actually preventing your battery from charging properly and can leave you stranded with a dead battery. You've tried wire brushes and scrapers, but nothing seems to clean it completely. But here's what most drivers miss. That box of baking soda in your kitchen is actually the perfect solution for this exact problem. Here's the deal. Mix baking soda with water to form a thick paste. Disconnect your battery terminals. Negative first, then positive. Apply the paste to the corroded areas and let it sit for a few minutes. The baking soda neutralizes the acid causing the corrosion, making it bubble and foam. Scrub with an old toothbrush, then rinse with water and dry thoroughly. Reconnect the terminals. Positive first, then negative. You can also apply a thin layer of petroleum jelly or dielectric grease to prevent future corrosion. What's worse is watching that crusty buildup dissolve right before your eyes is oddly satisfying. You'll see years of corrosion come off instantly, revealing clean metal underneath. Detailing shops charge $50 to clean your battery terminals. This hack costs less than $1, and it prevents starting problems that could leave you stranded. Speaking of prevention, this next one keeps your safety features working perfectly. Hack number 8, silicone spray on car seat belts. Picture this. It's a hot summer day and you reach for your seatbelt. It's sticking, moving slowly, and barely retracting. You pull harder and suddenly it gets stuck completely. Seatbelts that don't retract properly aren't just annoying, they're a safety hazard. That repair, $100 to $300 per seatbelt mechanism. Here's the deal. Spray a small amount of silicone lubricant spray, then wipe down the entire length of each seatbelt. Pull the belt all the way out and let it retract slowly several times to work the lubricant into the mechanism. The silicone spray lubricates the retractor mechanism, helping the belt slide smoothly and retract properly. It also cleans and conditions the belt fabric, removing dirt and grime that causes sticking. Just make sure to use silicone spray, not WD-40 or oil-based products, as those can damage the belt fabric. Wipe off any excess so it doesn't stain your clothes. A can of silicone spray costs about $7 and will last you years, replacing sticky seatbelt mechanisms. $100 to $300 per belt. 10 minutes of maintenance could save you hundreds. You'd be very much shocked by this next one. Hack number 7, coconut oil on interior. Ever notice your dashboard, door panels, and center console looking dry, cracked, and faded? Or maybe your interior smells stale every time you get in. That's your car's interior begging for moisture. But here's what mechanics don't want you to know. Restoring your interior yourself takes about 10 minutes and costs a fraction of what they charge. Here's the deal. Most interior plastics and vinyl are starving for moisture after years of heat and UV exposure. Apply a small amount of coconut oil to a microfiber cloth and rub it into your dashboard, door panels, center console, and any plastic or vinyl surfaces. The natural oils penetrate the material and restore moisture, bringing back that rich, deep color. Coconut oil also has antibacterial properties that help eliminate odors. Wipe off any excess oil so it doesn't leave a greasy residue. The coconut oil itself costs about $8 to $12, but detailers charge you $150 to $200 total for interior conditioning that's essentially the same thing. What's worse is some drivers avoid going to the detailer altogether because of these inflated prices, which means they end up with cracked dashboards and faded interiors. You just saved yourself $150 in 10 minutes of work. This one will shock you. Hack number 6, 2-bucket method for DIY clean. You grab a single bucket, fill it with soapy water, and start washing your car. You dip your sponge back into that same bucket over and over, and before you know it, you're rubbing dirt, grit, and debris all over your paint. Which bucket is for rinsing? Where does the clean water go? One wrong move and you could scratch your paint with contaminated water, causing thousands of dollars in paint correction. But here's what most drivers overlook. A simple 2-bucket system can transform your car washing routine. Here's the deal. Use 2 buckets, one for clean soapy water and one for rinsing your wash mitt or sponge. Fill one bucket with car wash soap and water. Fill the other with plain water for rinsing. Dip your mitt in the soapy water, wash a section of the car, then rinse the mitt in the plain water bucket before going back to the soapy bucket. This keeps dirt out of your clean water, preventing scratches and swirl marks. You can also add grit guards to the bottom of each bucket to trap dirt and debris. The beauty of this system is that it grows with you as you learn more about detailing. Once you've mastered the basics, you can start using pH-neutral soaps, microfiber mitts, and proper drying techniques. Take a photo of your freshly washed car and keep it on your phone as motivation to maintain it. This method is especially valuable if you want your car to look professionally detailed without paying professional prices. Your paint stays swirl-free and you save hundreds on detailing. And here's the kicker. This system isn't just for you. If you need to teach someone else to wash the car properly, they'll instantly understand the setup. 2 buckets cost about $10 total. Fixing paint scratches and swirl marks from improper washing, hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That's an investment worth making. Hack number 5, alcohol for car sticky coating. If you have kids, your car probably has sticky residue on every surface from juice boxes, candy, and who knows what else. You're constantly scrubbing trying to remove that gross sticky feeling, which is frustrating. Meanwhile, everything's attracting more dirt, getting grimier, and creating a mess you dread touching. But here's what changed everything. A $3 bottle of rubbing alcohol can transform your interior from sticky disaster to clean and fresh. Here's the deal. Pour rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, onto a cloth or paper towel. Wipe down sticky surfaces like door handles, dashboard, center console, cup holders, and steering wheel. The alcohol dissolves sticky residue instantly without damaging plastic, vinyl, or leather. It also evaporates quickly, leaving no residue behind. Kids' sticky messes come right off with minimal effort. If there's stubborn grime, let the alcohol sit for a few seconds before wiping. This trick also works great for removing adhesive residue from stickers, price tags, and tape. The genius of this hack is its simplicity. You don't need multiple cleaners for different messes. One bottle handles everything from sticky fingerprints to stubborn adhesive. Plus, it disinfects as it cleans, killing bacteria and germs that thrive on those sticky surfaces. Parents who've tried this swear by it because it eliminates the gross sticky feeling and makes the interior safe for kids again. A bottle of rubbing alcohol costs about $3. Professional interior detailing to remove sticky residue, $150 to $200. Your car just became family-friendly for less than the cost of lunch. This one will surprise you. Hack number 4, remove chrome rust with Coke. You walk to your car and notice rust spots on your chrome bumpers, exhaust tips, or trim. Your heart sinks because you know detailers charge a fortune to restore chrome. Over time, these rust spots spread, turning your shiny chrome into a corroded mess. Chrome restoration costs $100 to $300 per section, but here's what most drivers miss. A $2 bottle of Coca-Cola can remove chrome rust completely. Here's the deal. The phosphoric acid in Coke dissolves rust on contact. Pour Coke onto a cloth or aluminum foil, then scrub the rusted chrome in circular motions. For heavy rust, soak the area with Coke and let it sit for a few minutes before scrubbing. The acid breaks down the rust, revealing clean chrome underneath. Rinse with water and dry with a clean cloth. You can also use Coke to remove rust from battery terminals, tools, or any other metal surfaces. This solution works for any chrome surface on your car, not just bumpers. If you have chrome wheels, exhaust tips, or trim that's starting to rust, this trick prevents costly replacement. The acid in Coke is strong enough to dissolve rust, but gentle enough not to damage the chrome finish. The best part, Coke is cheap and available everywhere. You probably already have some in your fridge. A bottle of Coke costs about $2. Chrome restoration, $100 to $300 per section. This $2 investment could save you hundreds in the long run, and it takes about 15 minutes. Trust me, you'll be shocked by this one. Hack number 3, silicone spray on hood latch. Picture this. You're trying to open your hood to check fluids, and the latch is sticking or refusing to release. You're pulling the cable, pressing the latch, and nothing happens. You're constantly struggling to pop the hood, which is annoying and time-consuming. Meanwhile, you live in fear that one day the latch will seize completely and you'll be stuck paying a mechanic to fix it. But here's what most drivers overlook. A $7 can of silicone spray can keep your hood latch working smoothly for years. Here's the deal. Spray silicone lubricant directly onto the hood latch mechanism while opening and closing the hood several times to work the lubricant in. The silicone creates a protective coating that prevents rust, corrosion, and sticking. It also repels moisture, which is crucial for preventing the latch from freezing in winter. You can also spray silicone on the hood release cable where it connects to the latch for even smoother operation. This hack is foolproof because it prevents problems before they start. The moment you spray that latch, you're protecting it from years of wear and tear. It works in any weather condition, unlike oil-based lubricants that can gum up or attract dirt. The setup takes less than 5 minutes and requires zero technical skills. Just spray the latch, work it a few times, and wipe away any excess. A can of silicone spray costs about $7. The alternative is a seized hood latch that requires a mechanic to repair for $150 to $300. This $7 hack gives you smooth hood operation every single time. This next one is your secret weapon when bugs and tar try to ruin your paint. Hack number 2, WD-40 on tar and bugs. It's summer and you're driving down the highway. You pull over to check your car and it's covered in bug splatter, tar spots, and road grime stuck to your paint, bumper, and windshield. You try washing it off and nothing. The tar is completely stuck. You scrub harder and risk scratching your paint. That paint damage, $200 to $500 to fix professionally. But here's what changed everything. That $6 can of WD-40 in your garage could have saved you from this disaster. Here's the deal. Spray WD-40 directly onto bug splatter or tar spots and let it sit for 30 seconds to a minute. The solvents in WD-40 break down the sticky residue, making it easy to wipe away with a microfiber cloth. For stubborn spots, spray again and gently scrub with the cloth. The bugs and tar come right off without damaging your paint. Some car owners even spray WD-40 on their front bumper and grille before long road trips to prevent bugs from sticking in the first place. This trick works because WD-40's formula is designed to dissolve sticky substances while being safe on automotive paint when used properly. It's faster than bug and tar removers that cost $15 and do the same thing. Keep a can in your trunk during summer and you'll never struggle with bug splatter again. A can of WD-40 costs about $6 and you probably already have one in your garage. Professional paint correction to remove tar damage, $200 to $500. Plus, you're stuck with ugly spots until you get it fixed. This hack takes 2 minutes and costs nothing if you already have WD-40. Lastly, remember this tip works on any painted or glass surface, not just cars. It's a versatile, cheap cleaning solution. Just be mindful of plastic trim and clear coat. Always test a small area first to make sure there's no reaction. You'll be shocked by this one. Hack number 1, boiling water for dent removal. Have you ever noticed a dent on your bumper or plastic body panel from a parking lot accident? You consider taking it to a body shop, knowing they'll charge $100 to $300 to fix it. You might try pushing on it from behind, but the plastic won't budge no matter how hard you try. Meanwhile, you're stuck looking at that ugly dent every single day. But here's what most drivers miss. Boiling water and a plunger hold the secret to popping out dents in 10 minutes without any professional help. Here's the deal. Boil a pot of water and carefully pour it over the dented area. The heat makes the plastic flexible and pliable. Immediately place a plunger over the dent and pull firmly. The suction combined with the softened plastic pops the dent right out. For stubborn dents, repeat the process, pouring more boiling water to keep the plastic warm and workable. This trick works on plastic bumpers and body panels, not metal. The reason boiling water works better than heat guns or hairdryers is that it provides even, consistent heat that penetrates the entire dented area, allowing the plastic to return to its original shape. The plunger provides the pulling force needed to pop the dent out cleanly. This method is completely safe for all plastic surfaces and won't damage paint or clear coat when done properly. For extra stubborn dents, you can push from behind while pulling with the plunger. And here's the kicker. This method is completely free if you already have a pot and plunger, or about $10 if you need to buy a cheap plunger. No body shop, no expensive tools, no risk of making it worse. Professional dent removal, $100 to $300 per dent. This free hack gets the job done in 10 minutes, and you can use the same technique on dents anywhere on plastic body panels. Once the dent is gone, simply pour cold water over the area to set the plastic back in its original shape. The cold water hardens the plastic quickly, locking in the repair. This trick doesn't just save money, it also saves frustration. No appointments, no estimates, and no waiting days for a body shop. Just a little heat, a plunger, and 10 minutes of your time. That's all it takes to make stubborn dents disappear. How many did you already know? Drop a comment below and let me know which one shocked you the most. If this video just saved you from expensive detailing visits or made you realize you can clean your car yourself, hit that subscribe button for more money-saving automotive content. Your wallet will thank you. Now, there are more tricks that mechanics hide, but can allow you to save thousands of dollars easily. Kindly click this video.